Hey everyone! So it's Saturday and it's the middle of winter, and just like I'm sure all of you, groceries is probably on your mind either coming up or today or sometime next week. For us, produce is a big part of our grocery list. And so our family consumes a ton of produce, but sometimes finding quality produce at the right price can be a challenge for any family. So we decided to try something new, and so today we got our first shipment from a company called Imperfect Foods. And so this company really's big focus is on providing produce that might not look just the right way as you might find in the store, but still great quality. So we got our first box today, so let's see what we have in here. So it looks like I have some cucumbers and some zucchini. They don't look too bad, but they look like they're still edible. Along with some kale, which will be good, and some cilantro, which I'm sure we can probably mix up in some dishes, maybe with some salsa or something else. Carrots. Okay, these are carrots. They're not drumsticks, but we've got some carrots there, and we've got a pepper here. It looks kind of funny a little bit, but it still looks red. It still has the nice red coloring. It's not mushy at all, so it still has some life in it. We've got some apples in here, and I'm still pulling it out of the box. Looks like we've got quite a bit of apples, and as you can tell, they don't look imperfect. They still have brightened color. They're still red. They still got the signs of vibrancy and life in them. Still pulling out some apples. Now we've got some more produce. We've got some oranges here. And as you can tell, some of them look a little misshapen, but they still have their full color. They don't feel soft or mushy at all. They still look quite edible. Oh, we've got another apple here. And this, we've got a grapefruit here. Okay, a little bit smaller, but still nice and still a good size to able to maybe still make some grapefruit juice or to add a little bit zing to maybe your salad or something along those lines. Now we've got a small bag of potatoes here. Now I will confess, I was thinking it would be a little bit bigger than this, but this might go nice in a stew of some sort, like a beef stew, or add it to some other soup, or even maybe a nice side dish. You cut it up real small. These can be really nice, nice potatoes here. We've got a couple of sweet potatoes here. So we've got a couple sweet potatoes here. Again, this is a nice compliment. If it's just you or your wife or something at night, a nice sweet potato, just to add in addition to like maybe a side item. Again, you can cut this up and put this in a soup as well. We've got another one in here. We've got a couple more sweet potatoes. And again, the important thing I want to stress is the fact that Imperfect Foods has claims or states that the reason why this fruit and vegetables are discounted is because they look out of shape. They look misshapen. Now, we tend to buy a lot of produce, and so far, from what I can tell from this box, they really don't seem that misshapen. You have a little bit of discoloration, just a little bit, but not anything too out of the norm. And let's all be real. Some of you let your fruit and vegetables sit out in your house for a long time, and if I were to look at your produce, it'd probably be misshapen, miscolored too. All right, so let's just be real about it, okay? I'm still pulling out some more fruit now. I will say this one here. Okay, this one's a little bit damaged, a little bit. But as I look at it, it's still fresh. I will say I'm gonna probably use this one right away and not let it sit out for 2 or 3 days. We're still pulling out some more fruit here. We've got a couple of kiwis in here. I like kiwis. Kiwis aren't that bad. You know, not everybody likes kiwis, but kiwis are not too bad here. I still have got, let's see, I've got some onions here, and again, as we look at the onions here, they don't look misshapen to me at all. They look okay. They smell okay, so we don't have any funky smells going on anywhere. But they look okay. And now I'm still pulling up some more produce. We've got some pears here. We've got about 5 pears here I pulled out. Okay. Still great color. You have a little bit of bruising, but not really that much, really. I would say that I would find something very similar to this in your local grocery store as well. So we've got some pears here. And we've got another carrot here. And we've got some small limes here. So you notice here with some of the limes, we've got a little bit of color there, but overall, you still they're very firm still. They're not squishy. You still have the good green color here, but you do have a little bit of discoloration here, but I don't think it ruins the integrity of the fruit. And let's see what else do we have? We have in here. It looks like I have some blueberries in here. Now, it appears that somehow in the shipment, my blueberries fell over, and so I am pulling them out of the box. Now I do want to stress that in the box there, it looks like there's some insulation here. The packaging seems to be keeping the items cold. As a matter of fact, when I open the box, you can still feel that it's still very cold inside, which is very important because you don't want your fruits or vegetables sitting in a hot truck or being delivered and you get it and it's all warm and it looks icky. But the box itself is still very, very cold. So the packaging is pretty good. These blueberries, they're organic blueberries, and so these blueberries were a little bit more pricier than I probably would have spent, but we'll see how they taste. So overall, this is our first box, and so as I look at what we did get, I guess I'm not really sure if the price is kind of worth it. It is nice that the vegetables and fruit come directly to your house. This here is what they would consider an average large box for family. Now granted, I did make some selections, so if I would have customized my box a little bit differently, and maybe I would have gotten a little bit more of a quantity of fruits and vegetables. So stay tuned. This is our first week. I'll give you an update on how the fruits and vegetables actually taste in our next week. Maybe try this for maybe about another 2 boxes to see if this is something we want to continue, but this is our first review of Imperfect Foods. If you want to continue to see these videos and to look at our ongoing journey of trying this out for our family, you can go to our blog website at zanathome.com.